Will Season 17 Ranked finally be something worth playing for the normal gamer? Or will it make similar mistakes to Season 13? My name is Flame078, the normal gamer, breaking down Apex from the average perspective. So today, let's go over exactly what is changing and what should we expect as normal gamers. So let's get to it. It is important before we even begin reviewing these changes to look back and just analyze where we are in Ranked and what kind of issues we've had in Ranked in the past. So like I discussed in my Designing My Perfect Ranked system last week, let's discuss what is the purpose of Ranked. Create an Apex experience that aligns with the most competitive version of the game. And based on what I read from the post, from the updates, I think that is Respawn's goal too. So let's dissect this part by part. I have explained numerous times the competitive integrity of Apex in various different videos, but in short, Ranked has to measure the skill of the player, and it has to remove as much as possible the RNG luck aspect of the game. So the objective of Battle Royale is to be last team alive, and that is where they're going towards. But what happened with the old systems that made them fail? In the current system, the biggest flaw right now is that as you climb in ranks, the relationship between placement and kill points gets ruined. KP becomes much more of an emphasis as you climb, ruining the competitiveness of matches for high-skilled players. In Ranked Reloaded Season 13, the biggest flaw was with the combination of making a harder ladder and still including splits, climbing became impossible for the typical player, which led to population issues. And with population issues, it caused a bunch of matchmaking issues, ruining the competitive integrity of matches. And before Ranked Reloaded Season 13, the biggest issue of Ranked was that it was super restrictive and it allowed bad players to climb by ratting completely, or by aping, or by just completely playing the game incorrectly, either by only focusing on placement or only worrying about kills. Thus, the gameplay at high levels and the gameplay in general of Ranked did not resemble competitive Apex whatsoever. So going into Season 17 Arsenal, we are seeing a few things that address a lot of the mistakes I just highlighted. The removal of splits and making everyone have placement matches is a great thing. This allows skillful normal players to participate in competitive Ranked when they can and when they want to, and not feel forced to a time crunch that was not necessary. By switching to have placement be the overall factor in this new ladder system, and with the same entry cost, it makes the objective at all levels be the same. The goal post does not change as you climb up, as we currently saw in this current system. So this honestly on paper is looking really dope, but the thing that bothers me are two things: the hidden MMR system and the possibility of a key issue from before Season 13 being viable again. So let's start there. We don't know how the bonuses work. We just know that the bonuses that you get through kills or other metrics gets applied after you get your placement, and that is not revealed to us. But looking at this chart, just analyzing how much LP, which is the ladder points now that you get, let's discuss some things. Each division is now 1,000 ladder points, meaning it would only take 10 games at top 5 or 5 wins to get out of a division. And on paper that seems okay, but that is exactly, even though it's not 1-to-1, the exact issue that was happening in prior to Season 13. You could literally avoid all fighting and die to the first team after reaching top 5 and still rank up. This is bad. And sure, they try to curb boosting by counting only one kill of the same person, but guess fucking what? Boosters still have a way to boost. You are losing the competitive integrity by allowing this. Not only that, but by having a flat -35 cost, you are encouraging shitty behavior. The aping, the inting, the hot dropping, all of that comes back. All of those things that were issues before Season 13 seemed like a viable thing again. Because you can honestly comfortably say, if you're about to rank up to the next division, you can comfortably lose 28 games before even getting out of that division. I can totally see this new system easily promote fuck placement. Let's focus on getting some kills, and if we get that placement, awesome. If not, try again. It literally encourages you to rely on the RNG luck factor and the gamble factor of being super aggressive and having that one pop-off game, just like it is now. That's not good. But all of this hinges, and I think the more crucial thing is on the matchmaker, this hidden MMR system that they are using to create these fair matches. And from the reception of just the concept of that, there's seemed to be a lot of backlash because similar games have implemented this and a lot of the player bases of those games did not like those systems. So my only concern is, depending on how the inner workings of this, which we're not privy to, works, if this doesn't live up to the expectation and provide fair matches, we're gonna see all the issues from Ranked Reloaded happen again with population motivation issues, which will create a ton of more issues. I do like the fact that they're not explaining exactly the relationship of the hidden MMR to your rank, because that makes it less exploitable, but it makes you wonder until when you actually dive into the conversations. There's some hope. There has been some clarification from developers on the Reddit post that I want to highlight. The MMR system, the MMR rating that you're getting is going to be tied to your rank. And there are certain MMR requirements needed for each rank division and each rank. They even go into detail and discuss that the whole concept of ratting, take a look on screen, pause if you need to, they're saying that this is not going to be a viable way to rank up, and the MMR system takes into account by either nullifying the bonuses gain or making it much smaller if that playstyle, if that occurrence is happening. The second thing is that this is not the same MMR system that they used in arenas, but they did learn from that mode. And I also imagine it has to be different because calculating MMR for a battle royale is much different than a simple 3v3 mode. So those concerned over how arenas ranked was handled, be at ease a little bit, because it doesn't seem like it's a one-for-one thing. And lastly, be mindful that this matchmaking MMR system is going to be the first time we are experiencing it in full. They discussed in the blog post, and I've highlighted it before, that they were going in a new direction for SBMM, but they actually haven't fully rolled out even to this day. They clearly state that it has been rolled out to certain regions and it hasn't been applied. Ranked Season 17 will be the first time this system will be implemented in such a scale. So with that in mind, we must participate so that way the devs can gather the data and tweak as needed. So don't bitch and play Ranked. Links will be in the description box and in the top comment down below so you can get the information and review it yourself. But honestly, at the end of the day, I now am kind of excited for Ranked. But one thing to keep in mind, Apex community, put your fucking egos aside. I want to highlight this comment. Read it, understand it. I don't care what you think what is skill. I don't care what you think X, Y, and Z makes you a skillful player. If it's not important to the developers, suck it up and learn what they want you to work on and improve. I expect and hope that a lot of you whining COD kids get put in your place and accept the ranks you're going to achieve this new season. Just like I said in season 13, I'll be happy where I land. I'm still gonna always push for diamond because I think I can compete in that level. But now that we're getting a more competitive skill ladder, it is important to put your ego aside and understand that maybe there are things we need to work on. And that grind is worth doing. If you enjoyed this breakdown, stay tuned for more Apex content as the season starts. I want to know your thoughts on Ranked Season 17 down below. My name is Flame078. Until next time, adios.